Wherever in this world I roam, I carry memories of my home. This blade, it is the last link I have to the land of my birth.
Pa, 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 para. Pa, 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 para.
This scenery is wonderful. Surely enough to convince anyone to become a wanderer. Surely enough to convince anyone to become a wanderer.
Maravillosa, Nacho. Veo que te has encariñado. Eso es tremendamente maravilloso. Nada que hacer, supongo. Te cuento, Nacho, encontré un monitor roto, ¿sabes? Que tiene una gran mancha negra a la mitad. Sin embargo, decidí que lo voy a usar únicamente para tener ahí el Streamlabs y los comentarios. Uso la mitad del monitor y la otra mitad pues ahí queda. Así puedo tener los comentarios de Omelette y el resto de manera más ordenada y tranquila.
This scenery is wonderful. Surely enough to convince anyone to become a wanderer.
Sí, así tendré los comentarios. Maravilloso. De esa manera. Quito todo acá. Y podemos comenzar de una buena vez. Es maravilloso, ¿no? Veamos entonces, creo que tengo las misiones diarias. Vamos a hacerlas. Intercambio de idiomas es acá. Y por supuesto que quiero ser mi propio jefe, Nacho. Me pregunto si puedo subir los frames con los que se transmite esto mientras estoy en directo. Tengo curiosidad, ¿sabes? Ah, pues no. Bueno, lo haré para la próxima. Hola, pequeña niña, ¿qué quieres? A ver, Elon Musk, ¿a dónde nos llevas? Oh, pequeña, es maravilloso que te lleves con los gilichurros. Puedes irte, yo me encargo de reforzar los lazos de amistad. Eso es, aléjate. Vamos, vete, vete. Muy bien. Vamos, Elon Musk, más rápido. Tienes que dar la buena noticia al pueblo. Y se fue. Bueno, gilichurros, ¿en qué estábamos? Ah, sí.
Quietly now.
Order guide you. Solidify.
The wind knows.
Ah, cuánto lo siento, pequeños. Siguiente misión. Vamos a la guerra. Oh, oh. Misión esporádica.
Stabilize.
Busted.
Into the wind.
Hola, hola, Uzumaki. Has tenido problemas para andar activo, ¿eh? No te preocupes. Son misterios de la vida, supongo. ¿Estás haciendo directos? Maravilloso. ¿A qué horas los haces tú? A ver si un día me paso a verlos.
Tastes the same as I remember. But where are the...
Really?
Solidify.
Here comes the catch.
I will have order.
Muy bien. Eliminados. Siguiente misión. Justo acá. Bro, no tengo horarios. Ahora quiero hacer uno de un juego muy bueno que me compré. Pero también se puede hackear. Pero no compré. Yo... O sea, tú compraste el juego, pero tu hermano no. Solo por casualidad. ¿Tú eres tu hermano? Es para una tarea, Uzumaki.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm going in.
Ah, tu hermano lo compró, ya decía yo. Maravilloso, Uzumaki, maravilloso. Bueno, pequeño, aléjate de aquí. Ah, sigamos avanzando. Por si acaso.
Take it easy.
¿No es esta Elon Musk? Ah, no. Esta es Cheloris. ¿Qué andas haciendo aquí, niña? Mira lo que viene ahí. Cuidado. ¿Pero qué, rompemos esto?
Order guide you. Stabilize. Solidify.
Let's light it up.
Time to go.
Se llama Incredible, muy bueno y entretenido. Te lo recomiendo mucho. Puedes hacer combinaciones de sonidos y ya que viene el juego, si quieres, te lo muestro. Suena interesante, suena bastante interesante. Habrá que echarle un ojo.
One with nature.
Muy bien, lo logramos, llegamos. En TikTok entiendo. Lo que pasa es que no consumo TikTok. A lo mejor por eso no me entero. De hecho, seré honesto, yo debería estar durmiendo, pero me emocionó la idea de saber de que pude conectar otro monitor extra. Entonces quería probar la comodidad de tener los comentarios en un monitor, junto con lo que la aplicación de administrar el directo, y el juego en el otro monitor en pantalla completa. Y sí, funciona de maravilla.
Fallen leaves adorn my night.
Let's light it up. Quietly now. Everybody stand.
Pan comido. No hay más misiones diarias. Así que nos vamos a cobrar nuestra recompensa.
Clear weather all around brightens the heart.
Adelante, Sumaki. Ve a tu directo. No te preocupes. Ve a la guerra. Lucha por lo tuyo.
Ad Astra Abyssal. Thank you for completing. Ad Astra.
Muy bien, muy bien. ¿Cómo vamos con lo del pase de batalla? Justo así. Escucho el chiquito peligroso siendo de las suyas de fondo. Dios mío. Veamos. Hola, hola, FX Red. ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Qué te trae a este rincón tan apartado de la mano de Dios? Cuéntame. Me duermo, Dios mío. No puede ser, no me puedo dormir sin antes resolver el problema. Bueno, primero tengo que gastar algo de resina antes de adentrarme en la misión. Así que haremos esto. Es por acá.
Into the wind.
Busted.
The wind knows me. As one with wind and cloud.
Gotcha.
Muy bien, resina cobrada. Ahora tenemos que ver si hacemos la cochina misión de Mona, que está difícil. Aunque antes hay que ir a cobrarle la renta a Gordis. Oh, ¿qué es esto? Oh sí, son las islas. ¿Y a dónde tengo que ir yo? Ya me perdí. Bueno, vamos allá. Pero bueno, FX Red, cuéntame. ¿Qué estás haciendo hoy sábado, aparte de estar en este directo? ¿Qué te trajo por acá? ¿En serio? ¿Ya viste que ya se viene el nuevo continente? Ya se viene Sumero. Al principio me había decepcionado porque se filtraron unas pocas imágenes y se miraba únicamente bastante vegetación, ¿sabes? Es decir, sí, eran diseños nuevos, estilos árabes, egipcios, pero no dejaba de ser verde, todo verde. Parecía una especie de Monster 2.0, pero claro, eso solo era una pequeña partecita. Luego te mostraron la parte del desierto. Ese era el verdadero contenido de Sumero. Cuando vi el desierto y las estructuras en el desierto, ¡fua, amigo! Eso sí se mira genial. ¡Ya quiero que salga! Turururu. Nos vamos con este equipo. Sí, ¿por qué no? Ok, a ver cómo va este asunto. Nos caemos de charco en charco. Eso es maravilloso.
Astrology reveals the truth unreservedly. But not everyone is willing to accept their fate, no matter. Running into difficulties is part of practicing the craft. I must also become stronger myself in order to convince people. I once met an adventurer on a mountain who also happened to be picking fruits. He was even kind enough to share some with me, so in return, I agreed to perform a divination for him. The results were terrifying. I advised him to give up adventuring as soon as possible, otherwise he could meet his end within the next 2 years. He fell silent for a while. Surprisingly, he didn't doubt the results of my divination like others had, but he looked quite perplexed. Even so,
Se nos
I have
fue
to
la
keep going.
estrella.
Adventurers can't just give up in the face of hardship. With that, he picked up his pack and headed for the peak.
Muy bien. Lo estamos logrando esto. Opa, están apareciendo escaleras de agua. Muy bien, ahora por acá.
However, try as I might, I could never forget that incident. Why is that?
Dios mío, cuántas cosas diabólicas pasan aquí.
Oh, we're back again.
Muy bien, muy bien.
So, Mona, is that adventurer dead now?
That was the only time I ever saw him, and that was more than 3 years ago, which means he's no longer alive.
Oh, Dios mío.
Isn't there still a chance that he's alive? You know, like maybe you just made a mistake.
You can't call it divination if you reject anything bad and believe the good unreservedly. That's just self-deception. Of course, casually performing divination for fun might be a different matter, but in my field of expertise, there's no room for lies. To contradict my own reading would be a blasphemy against astrology.
Cruel, but truthful. Such is fate.
I don't usually say things like this, but while we're on the topic, I really hope you don't confuse astrology with those fortune stick peddlers that you see along the streets. Astrology does not exist to please. We astrologists are here to verify and witness the truths of this world. Ugh. Which is why astrology is a disdained profession. It is a mighty art, but unfortunately one that annoys people nonetheless.
Why dost thou protest so much, Lady Magistus? Thou seems not to be the sort with whom one would be loath to be associated.
What main Fräulein means is that she's glad to be friends with you.
No, that's not exactly what I said. Whatever has gotten into you, Oz, you misinterpret my utterances with increasingly alarming frequency.
Dios mío,
Oh
Fisher.
my, why could that be? Perhaps I have been concerned that main Fräulein could offend her friends and have been attempting to soften her words.
Although you're the only astrologist I know, you've left an awesome impression on me. You're not annoying at all. Those who go snooping around for secrets, yet ignore whatever they don't want to hear, they're the ones who should reflect on themselves. Knowing your...
If one could simply avoid fate with just a few words, no one would have to endure the pain of follow your heart and never forget what's right.
Oh, I don't need comforting, thank you very much. I'm very tough, you know. Well then, thank you.
Dios mío.
What dost thou say? Speak up and offer your highest reverence and blessings to the Prinzessin.
Okay, Your Highness. Instead of making a scene, why don't you go collect the other fragments in the new location reflected by the pool?
Mein Fräulein, you are the only one with eyes sharp enough to locate the secrets.
If that's the case, very well. I shall proceed to the beach.
Let's go, Mona.
Oh, okay.
Coming!
Muy bien, ¿a dónde vamos ahora? De ahí donde hay un fragmento.
Wind Strider.
I'm going in!
One with nature. Time to go. The wind knows me. One with nature.
We've returned here once more.
Looks like the story's not finished yet. Let the adventure...
Time to go.
Veamos. Muy bien, lo tenemos, lo tenemos. No, no, otro de estos. A ver, ¿dónde está el mapa ahora? Está aquí. Fuin, fuin. Ah. Hay uno que está solo para luego una línea recta.
Time to go. Time to go. Cheer.
There are leaves around, and I know just the tune to accompany them, if you wish to hear it.
Time to go.
This scenery is wonderful. Surely enough to convince anyone to become a wanderer.
Time to go. Time to go. Sure.
Ok, ¿qué es lo que no cuadra aquí? Ay, 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 ay. Solo se me ocurre hacer una cosa. Dibujarlo. Veamos.
Wherever in this world I roam, I carry memories of my home. This blade. It is the last link I have to the land of my birth.
Muy bien. Veamos entonces. Desde esta posición...
Time to go.
Este no va. Veamos. Y hasta aquí. ¡Ahí está! ¡Lo logré! ¡Soy un genio! ¡Ah! Hola, señor Anderson. Hola, Eric Stephen Rivas. De los 3 nombres, ¿con cuál te llamo? Te vamos a llamar Stephen. ¿De acuerdo? ¡Ah! No se imaginarán, estaba aquí rompiéndome la cabeza para resolver esto. Es que tenemos el ejemplo hasta acá, ¿verdad? Pero era muy difícil. Lo que hice fue dibujarlo en el teléfono. Así lo tenía presente estando acá. Y ahí está, resuelto. Dios mío. Casi echa humo mi cabeza. Estaba concentradísimo yo. No me había fijado que ustedes estaban aquí. Oh no, otro. ¿Y aquí estará en el techo? No. Oh, este está más fácil. Veamos. Hay 2 que están juntos. A ver, a ver. Hay uno que está muy alejado. Uno, 2, 3. Un momento, solo hay 4. Acá hay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ok, esto es como una trampa, supongo. Veamos. Es que el más largo creo que es este. A ver, a ver, a ver. Pues no, tampoco era así. Tampoco es así. Ah, vean esto. Este es un extremo muy largo. No puede ser otro quebradero de cabeza. Creo que aquí no tengo que venir todavía.
It stopped by the water, but didn't go in. Seems almost like it's waiting for something. Ay, Dios mío. Estos acertijos me van a matar, gente. Me van a matar.
Ah, menos mal.
Oh, there's another star here. Was the first star waiting for this one?
¿A dónde vas, estrellita? Y se fueron. Bueno, vamos a la guerra. Ay, Dios mío. Un momento, Dracofre. No.
Oh, wait, how the...
Another house in Mondstadt?
What are we doing in my house?
Your house? This is your house?
My, how unexpected. I heard Lady Magistus lived a modest life, but this abode...
Look at the labels on these books on the ground. Only one of its kind? 990,000 mora? Hey, that's super expensive!
There are so many expensive-looking hardcovers over here. So this is what an astrologist's room looks like.
The rooms are exquisitely designed. This place must be very expensive.
Toda mi vida engañada, dice Lumen.
Hey, I'm just occasionally out of mora, that's all. I never said I was a pauper.
You're not? Oh, so what about those times I treated you to meals and had you over to my place for dinner?
Mein Fräulein, mind your phrasing.
Thou wert blessed with the coveted opportunity to enter the palace of the Immonach and meet with the Kaiser and Kaiserin der Verurteilung. Or hast thou conveniently forgotten this magnificent occasion?
Oh, yes! The stew and cold cuts your mother made were heavenly. I could go for some more of that right now.
Lady Magistus, this is not the time for such things.
Is
Dios
that
mío.
Mondstadt cuisine? I want to try some. I heard Mondstadt has lots of local delicacies, especially meat dishes.
Then I shall extend to you the honor of meeting the Kaiser and Kaiserin with me on a future occasion.
Really? Hey, we should go too!
Now that you mention it, it has been a while since I visited a friend's house. I shall gladly oblige. Oh, but shouldn't we bring some sort of gift?
Those two are very kind and understanding, so please, don't worry about that. Just bring yourselves.
You seriously have to try her mom's cold cut platter. It's her specialty or something. Anyway, it's simply delightful.
Not to interrupt, but perhaps we should start working on the puzzle at hand? Ever since I entered this place, I have found myself most preoccupied with that ornament.
Oh, right.
Wow!
Astrologists are able to understand the most complex signs among the stars. And because of this, they are not allowed to show any arrogance. If one believes that astrology grants them unlimited power, they will face banishment by the stars. In the past, I was ignorant enough to think that I understood all fates in the universe. You should not get confused. If you should become confused one day, not even astrology will be able to help you then. That's what the old hag said. We astrologists can't predict our own fate, but today, those words seem to carry a different meaning. I understand now that people won't always follow a beacon's guiding light. Even though the way forward may be dark and dangerous, they will still resolutely forge ahead. Fate is called such precisely because it cannot be altered or reversed. I understand the governing laws of the universe, and have glimpsed secrets between heaven and earth. Observing it is enough for me. There are no perfect legends, and no heroes that can save everyone. Instead of dwelling on my helplessness, I seize my own destiny.
What a magnificent view!
Lady Magistus, I believe this is the firmest evidence yet of your immense genius.
Thank you. Although the MONAS
Stars like diamonds and the moon like a pearl. This is the most brilliant night sky.
It's beautiful. To call up such a mirage, Mona must have a vast and boundless sea of...
I'm just thinking. These must be the things that we aspire. This night sky is incredibly beautiful. In fact, I might go so far as all the stars are in their rightful place. This is definitely my mirage. Only here can I see
Extraordinary? Why do you say that?
You know, the night sky of Tevat is truly marvelous. All the answers on when is my missing son going to be found? Do they love me or not? Will I ever recover? As your stars move across the sky, they record all your life events in their path. And among all the people in the world, a considerable number will see their stars deviate from their path. When your stars are on track, it means you will be healthy, happy, and at peace. Conversely, if your stars go off track, everything will get worse. The starry sky in my divinations would never look as perfect as this. Some stars would lose their way, and others would fall. I wish everyone could be happy and stay on track. To this end, I offer advice. I know it's useless. All fates are already revealed in the night sky with my... Even so. Outside of astrology, outside of the words of truth, we must all live within the confines of reality, but... Call me presumptuous, but I still believe in miracles. In this vast sea of stars, there are stars for you, for me, for everybody. What are the chances of one star encountering another? Are these encounters not the most wonderful miracles in all of destiny? But within Tevat, the stars in the sky will always have a place for us. Even if astrology is resolutely rational, fate remains arbitrary. I think I have figured out what those stars are hiding. Now I will seize my own destiny.
Dio mío, Mona. ¡Opa! Las estrellas se van. Atrapa el destino. ¿Cuál es el destino? ¿Será hacia acá? Dios mío, todas se alejan. ¿Cuál es la original? ¿Qué demonios tenemos que resolver acá? Oh. Ya te vi, condenada, ya te vi. Ah. Al fin la atrapé.
There was a transparent bird made of crystal. It was beautiful and fragile and could sing the most beautiful songs. But since mortals couldn't see it, they believed it to be a trick. How could a transparent bird possibly exist, let alone sing? When the bird heard that, it flapped its wings and flew across mountains and seas all the way to the night sky, where it turned into a star. Its brilliance was so dazzling that it illuminated everyone. It allowed all those that could see it to follow its light through the dark night, to sail through the seas under the guidance of the stars. It was born in wisdom, but trapped in ignorance. It has never voiced a complaint, for this is its destiny. Guiding people to see their destinies is the very meaning of its existence.
Hola Gamechar, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo estás? Me estaba durmiendo,
How strange.
Yo siempre hago directos cuando tengo mucho sueño, es maravilloso. Ah, hay que irse a dormir.
They had nothing to do with these mirages after all. Or perhaps these mirages are a mere consequence and not part of a process at all.
Paimon's lost.
I mean, these mirages are not steps towards solving the mystery, but rather a direct effect of whatever's going on. Someone did something to bring the mirages into being. As they were just passive side products, it was natural that they couldn't provide us with any useful information.
In other words, those mirages were only about ourselves.
Pure materializations of ourselves. Interesting.
Everyone, maybe we should go back to where this whole thing began. During our first day on the island, the Traveler and I checked out the Fatui camp together. The researcher who spoke to us claimed that the machine was just a Fatui industrial invention. He even promised to not disturb us.
Right! And the copycat guy looked half asleep the entire time. He kept talking nonsense.
I wonder, is it possible that madness and mirages are two different outcomes of the machine's influence? If so, everything can be traced back to that damaged machine, except for the difference in how it affects people. This, I believe, is caused by differences between the affected people themselves.
Oh. When you put it that way, it is indeed difficult to distinguish dreams and hallucinations. So what you're saying is, the device affected us differently because we are different from the Fatui.
Yes, and according to our observations over these past few days, I think the difference is that we all have stronger willpower.
Yeah, I can get behind that. People with strong willpower will hallucinate instead of falling into madness. But those who break too easily can't maintain a stable mirage.
In other words, we should go back to the Fatui camp and destroy that machine right away!
No, it should be repaired rather than destroyed.
What Main Fräulein means is that
Ya te vi,
rashly destroying
Argel.
a
Es maravilloso
machine
que
we do
vengas
not
preparado con tu
understand
almohada.
may lead to more serious consequences. It would be better to find a way to repair it first.
Right. It pays to be cautious.
If my guess is correct, that machine is capable of influencing the human brain. So we'd better tread carefully.
So let's go now! There's no time to waste!
¡Guau! Terminamos la misión de Mona. Ahora sí, hemos terminado todos los eventos de historia. Ahora lo que nos queda es hacer los minijuegos para sacar todas las protos posibles. ¿Cuál hacemos primero? Picos y valles brumosos, islas del Rift, la ciudad de la noche eterna, que es la de Ficho. Dice Argel, acabo de descubrir tu nombre en un juego de estrategia que juega y me salió que Enki es un dios sumerio. Es correcto, y no es cualquier dios sumerio, es el dios creador de los humanos. Es una especie de genetista. Él fue quien modificó a diferentes tipos de animales en la Tierra, incluido primates, para crear al humano, al Homo sapiens. Se dice que entre sus varios intentos de crear lo que seríamos nosotros el resultado final, en el proceso se crearon cosas como los minotaurios, las sirenas y demás bestias mitológicas con apariencia humana. Maravilloso, ¿no? Todos esos fueron experimentos y errores hasta que salimos nosotros. Y tienes razón, Gainsar. Primero lo primero, antes de lo segundo, sin mencionar lo tercero. Vamos a hacer la ciudad de la noche eterna. Completa la primera exploración de la ciudad de la noche eterna, ok. Ir al desafío. A ver en qué consiste esto. Algo parecido a Todd, no sé quién es Todd. Cuéntame quién es Todd, Argel. Por cierto, GameShark, ya que tú me estás viendo desde Omelette, cuéntame, ¿han habido problemas, trabones? ¿Se ve todo bien? ¿Se escucha bien? Para los que están desde YouTube, Twitch, misma pregunta.
Hey, look! Isn't that the same guy we saw on our first day here?
They'll never wake up.
Precious? What's his precious?
A miracle machine. Definitely not.
I think he's referring to that machine.
What a drunkard.
Oh, goodness. The smell of alcohol. Mein Fräulein, please allow me to fan the fumes away with my wings.
Oh, excellent. Please, fan them away for me, too.
Certainly.
I've checked the surroundings, but there's no one else here. Isn't that strange? The Fatui is a big organization, but he's the only one left at this camp. Even the larger gentleman from the first time is... As for why they may be hiding, I'm afraid we'll have to...
But he's as drunk as Tone-Deaf Bard!
Cleanse him with the holy spring of punishment.
Mein Fräulein means to splash him with water.
Ooh, sounds like a good idea! Let's try. Hey, he opened his eyes!
Huh?
Hey, are you one of the Fatui? Can you tell us what happened here and what that machine is for?
Fatui? Ha! Those blockheads from the administration will regret it now. That's what you get forcing me to conduct my research on this deserted island. My precious. My precious.
Why is he crying? Looks like he has a...
You mocked me. And my precious invention. Only my invention can help us conquer the world. Idiots. Such idiots.
Dios mío. Ángel, ¿estás viendo cuánto texto has puesto? A ver si lo alcanzo.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Dios mío.
This man's
Está muy
gone
alto.
insane.
Una vez más.
There's no way we can communicate with him.
He wasn't like this when we first met him. It looks like the effects have grown worse, to the point of driving
Pues,
him
no los
mad.
alcanzo.
My manuscript.
Dios mío.
My manuscript. Only that can save.
Me sacudo. Tod era el dios de la luna, los textos sagrados, las matemáticas, la ciencia, la magia, el mensajero y el registrador de las deidades, el maestro del conocimiento, el dios del retrete, del sándwich, del maruchan, del chuchi y el patrón de los escribas. Su nombre egipcio era que significa el que como es el ibis. Era representado como un ibis. También fue el que instruyó a Ra para crear a la humanidad a base de barro y le dio la idea a Ra para convertirse en faraón. Maravilloso, Argel, completamente maravilloso.
Manuscript, where is it?
Don't yell at me. Don't.
Official, don't yell at him.
Sí, Fischl,
Then
no le
I'll-
grites.
Let me try. Kind sir, look at me. Now, tell me, where did you hide your manuscript?
No. No, don't force me to write a report. Go away.
He's completely lost in his own imagination.
Allow me.
¿Verdad que sí? Es verdad, se parece al guay.
Please
Tienes razón.
excuse me.
Ah, ¿qué va a hacer Kazuha? ¡Ay, Dios mío!
Oh! My butt! My brain is finally starting to work
Kazuha
again.
resuelve las cosas igual que Alice.
It's not a
A
mushy
punta de
mess
piñas.
anymore.
Can you tell me where you put the manuscript?
The manuscript. The manuscript is in the crack over there.
Finally! Otherwise, I was gonna have to blast some of my loudest rock and roll in his ears.
Kazuha hesitated for a long time before making a move. He's so
Everyone, let's search the stone cracks nearby for the manuscript.
Ok, creo que ya encontré el manuscrito. Aquí nomás estaba. Pan comido, vamos, Fichel, busca, busca, busca.
Found it!
Congratulations! We found the key to solving the problem.
Let me see. Just as I thought. This machinery, named cognitive mimicry, is capable of altering the state of people's brains. It was invented by the researcher we met earlier. According to the manuscript, the Fatui officials did not support Persikov, but Persikov insisted on putting his machine to use. In order to achieve...
How did they find this island?
Persikov was dead set on carrying out his experiments on this island. It looks like they really thought this machine would benefit the...
How does the machine work?
That's most likely top secret. The manuscript didn't reveal any details, but Persikov did mention that the machine was modeled after the power of a god. Does that mean there's a god connected to these dreamlike mirages and...
Clearly. Otherwise, they wouldn't have been able to reproduce the god's power.
Anyway, Persikov's experiment did not go as planned. The technologically illiterate Fatui soldiers completely ruined the machine.
A testament to the importance of maintenance in all aspects of life.
Persikov may be a mad scientist, but he didn't want to see his subordinates suffer. As a last resort, Persikov went out on his own to look for the cores. But he was just a sickly researcher, unfit for the task. He had to give up. Then, Persikov went searching for the soldiers who had gone mad and strayed from the group, and took them to a hidden cave.
I think that was where they were at the day we arrived on this island. Persikov was taking a strong Fatui soldier somewhere.
Yes, it took Persikov all of his strength to get all the missing soldiers into the cave. He tried to snap them out of it with music and poetry, but nothing worked.
We came here once, but there was no one around. Come to think of it, that must have been the day Persikov was busy gathering the soldiers into the cave.
There's good news and bad news written on the last few pages. The good news is, Persikov managed to figure out the location of the crystalline cores by piecing together the snippets of information he could get from the delirious soldiers. The bad news is Persikov failed to revive them and eventually succumbed to the device's influence himself. The last few pages of the manuscript are just unintelligible drunken scribbles.
It appears that the responsibility for this issue now falls to my retainers and I.
There's a map in the manuscript. The markings should indicate the locations of the crystalline cores.
Dios mío, tenemos el mapa al menos.
We've got no choice but to find the crystalline cores now!
No, no puede ser. ¿Qué hago ahora? ¿Qué hago ahora? Ya sé. Bostezar, supongo. Ah. Esto es maravilloso.
This scenery is wonderful. Surely enough to convince anyone to become a wanderer. Wherever in this world I roam, I carry memories of my home. This blade, it is the last link I have to the land of my birth. This scenery is wonderful. Surely enough to convince anyone
Bueno,
to become a wanderer.
¿seguimos o no seguimos? Ay, Dios mío, vean esto. Ni siquiera sé qué está pasando. ¿Qué se supone que estoy haciendo con esto? No sé, no entiendo, no veo nada. Giran, pero no veo cambios. ¿Qué se supone que haga acá? A ver, una vista más panorámica. ¿Qué se supone que haga? Dios mío, Dios mío, Dios mío. Ah. Bueno, lo voy a terminar por aquí por ahora. Será lo mejor, supongo. Así que, jóvenes, sayonara, bye bye. Diles bye, Jota. Diles bye. Solo me ocurre iniciar directos cuando tengo sueño. Debería ir a dormir. O debería traerme una taza de café para la próxima. Sí, aunque sea eso.